Hello friends, welcome to Acknowledge India YouTube channel. This is Manoj Dava. Today we are going to discuss about the effects of COVID-19 on unemployment in India. A survey conducted by Center for Monitoring Indian Economy Private Limited revealed that the unemployment has spiked to 23% after COVID-19 lockdown came into effect in the last week of March. First of all, we need to know what is unemployment. Unemployment is a term referring to individuals who are employable and seeking a job but are unable to find a job. Now we are going to discuss about different types of unemployment. First of all, we'll go through the structural unemployment. Structural unemployment is associated with the structural rigidities, that means the inadequacy of a productive economy to create enough jobs for all those able and willing to work. For example, free trade agreement, you all know about FTA. Okay, if our government is having a free trade agreement with our neighboring countries, if they are rich with some agricultural product, it may affect the local small scale farmers, right? If we are purchasing the vegetables from the hypermarkets, it may affect the livelihood of the roadside vendors. Okay, so this is structural unemployment. So the next one is disguised unemployment. It refers to unemployment that is not in the open for everyone to see. It remains invisible. For example, sharing of agriculture related work, which actually requires only 6 persons by 10 agriculture workers. Actually here the demand for job is low but supply is high. Okay, so that's why we simply called it as a zero productivity kind of unemployment. Underemployment, a situation under which employed people are contributing to the production less than their capacity or capable. For example, an engineering graduate doing a clerical work. The next one, open unemployment. Under this category, those who have no work to do but they are able to work and also willing to work, but there is no work for them. So it is open unemployment, means there is no work, so that's why they are unable to get the work. Simple phenomena. Next one is seasonal unemployment. Such unemployment occurs in certain seasons. For example, agriculture. During sowing and harvesting, there will be a plenty of work. During the period between the post harvest before the next sowing, farmers are almost workless. See, for this the previous governments came up with the scheme called NREGA. So to face this kind of unemployment, so government came up with MG NREGA scheme. Okay, you all know aware about this scheme, so it's very famous in India. So Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. So the next one is educated unemployment. For example, it concerns with jobless among the educated. So for example, we have engineering graduates. Okay, so we have engineering graduates in this especially I am talking about our South India. So in this 80% engineers are underemployment, or they are not doing the job, or they are not getting the job because there is a huge competition between educated persons. Okay, this is called educated unemployment. So causes for unemployment, first and foremost is population growth, because we crossed 130 crores in population, and also concentration of opportunities in cities only. So, and also our education system, and also weak workforce planning, that means balancing of workforce needs and supplies in the various branches of production and skills. In some sectors there are more than we need. Actually everyone want to be doctors or engineers, so forget about doctors. Actually doctors need more because doctors in this kind of COVID-19 and all, we need to appreciate the work of the doctors. So we need more and more doctors. But in case of engineers, so most of the students are forced to join in engineering groups. They are not interested to do the engineering subjects. They have some interest like filmmaking, or they might like fine arts, something like that. But most of the parents are forced them to do engineering. So let's see the different unemployment rate in Indian states. So Tripura stands first with unemployment with 31.2 people, and Puducherry is actually doing good. So that's why the unemployment is 0.8%. For example, take our Andhra Pradesh, it's 5.4, and also take Telangana, it's 5.7. So now look into the COVID-19 on business and jobs. Just look this topic. So for example, Zee Entertainment and Sun Networks witnessed a decline of 28% and 20% in ad revenues from January to March. The technology majors like TCS and Infosys and HCL Technologies have decreased their hiring by 9% in March. And also, if you look the Oyo hotels, they cut down its workforce by 16% because there is no business outside. So that's why they cut down 16% of their employees. And Ola lay off 8% of its workforce, and Quikr has let go 900 employees during the lockdown period. The Retailers Association of India reported that job loss of around 40% of retailers sectors employees. So experts believe that the pandemic will lead to more unemployed youth in country as a new jobs dry up and existing one vanish. This is a report by EMIC. So in this case, what is the PM's advice? So while many billionaires have done their part by contributing to the PM Care Fund, the country needs the cooperation of small businesses. So citing the employment rate, PM asked industrial leaders not to fire workers in troubling time. So in this case, what India can do? For example, USA example of payroll protection. Okay. So the looming fear of pay cuts and job loss may cause another incident of civil unrest, so which India cannot afford. The government can provide help to employees by following some of the US administration scheme of payroll protection. According to this scheme, the government will write off loans of businesses that will keep their employees on payroll for 8 weeks. The government of India can incentivize the companies with the cheap loans post lockdown period if number of employees remain the same as it was in much before the lockdown. So also the government can ask banks to provide zero interest loans to the companies for keeping jobs intact. If you see the case of Andhra Pradesh, our government recently provided zero interest loans for some sector people. So it helped the people. I hope you all enjoy this session. So for more videos, please subscribe Acknowledge India YouTube channel. This is Manoj Dava signing off.